channel. So before we get started on the calling, we need to know the things that might work, the way they're supposed to work. Put it in the background. So let's give this a test. Right, we haven't got game sound effects though. So let's do this. That's quite quiet, isn't it? Well, maybe when the guest comes it'll be a bit better. So let's see what we'll do is now. Well, maybe when the guest comes it'll be a bit better. So let's see what we'll do is now. Well, maybe when the guest comes it'll be a bit better. What in the world is that red line now? What in the world is that red line now? Audio. Right, so that bit's kind of sorted out. I say when the guest comes. That's such an entitled thing to say, as if I know if there'll be guests or not. So chances are quite low, actually. Probability is significantly low. It's kind of an entitled thing to say. Now we're going to need to do an audio test over on that one. Work. Okay. I can see one person there. Perhaps they can see the stream. I'm not really sure. It'd be nice if audio was like if there was a way to know that audio is being received, you know. So, wow, Hashira, I haven't seen you in a long time. Yo. It seems like there's audio, but it does look a bit like a pixelated. Anyways. Let's see what we get. So, give it a while for it to load up, see if anyone jumps in, and then we can have a proper audio test to know whether the stream is going to be working or not. Church of Cuckoo, Main Academy Gate, Schoolhouse Classroom, Debate Parlour. That's where we need to be. Alright. What's up, Casey? I don't know, right? Do you want to come up and tell me about it? I sent you a invite. The nostrils. TJ? I don't know. I don't think it's a who though. Put it this way, right? I'm open to the possibility of it being a who, but I just haven't got good enough reasons to think it's a who currently. Oh, well, since no one's coming up, I'll turn the game up. But guys, remind me when someone does come up to turn the game down, please. If anyone is there. If I'm just talking into the void, that's chill too. But yeah, since no one is here currently, I think I'll turn the game up. Man, why is this game so loud from 1% on? My mic be hella low, but the game's just like boom, just like 1% audio. Imagine if I turn it up beyond 1%. Alright, so yeah, there are no guests currently, but if there are guests in the future, I will need to remember to turn it down. Would you say God created the Big Bang? No, I wouldn't say that. I think that's like one of those God of the Gaps type thing. People thought God created the universe before they ever learned anything about Big Bang Theory, or even space for that matter. Look, let me not say that. People thought God created humans and Earth before they even knew there was a thing called a universe, and how the universe worked. Or how they think it works. So, Jack, I mean, I don't know if they necessarily invented that idea, but yeah, conceptually. Well, yeah, truth be told, Jacques, or is it just Jack? Yeah, if you think God created Earth and life, then you do think something can come from nothing. To be fair, so aww, just jumped off the edge. So I guess that's a metaphor for how the stream's gonna go. Back being so congested again, just like I thought I got rid of it. But here it comes again. What's up, Ed? What do you think about this matter? Seth, why do you think only God can change my mind? Why should we think God is capable of doing anything? FR says humans questionable with what? For FR? Bro, why do you guys have unable to be requested up? Hey, we got someone to speak to. Beast Boy.
What's going on?
What's up, bro? Hey, would you mind taking the music off if you could?
No, you dumbass nigga. How the hell you say humans
Oh my
invented
gosh.
God? Who invented the humans, you dumbass nigga? Go back to the
Why?
projects.
Why should I think anyone invented humans? Give me a reason to think that.
Just use your brain for a little bit, you black ass nigga. Common sense. Who created the humans? Who put humans here, you dumbass
Or
nigga?
why should I think it's a who?
Because life does not come from non-life. Life comes from life. It does not come from non-life. We did not just poof into existence.
Great. We got one of those warnings because of this racist idiot.
Yeah, you fucking dumbass nigga. Stop being a dumbass nigga and then maybe you wouldn't get restricted.
Do you see what happens with people like this in the world? That's more evidence that God doesn't exist in that capacity. So annoying. Like, why do people like that even exist? It's like, look at your pathetic racism, but yet you're arguing on behalf of God. Do you see the problem? This is his worldview is self-defeating. I'll see if their system figures it out. I mean, for like the amount of decent people we speak to, there's bound to be like 2 or 3 idiots out there. So it's just it's kind of guaranteed. But yeah, that was embarrassing, man. What a way to first impression as well, you know. First impression, crazy. What we'll do is not risk it. We'll just reboot it. Guys, you may have to come back. I actually can't even see if the stream was okayed or not. I don't know how to tell. Is there a way to know before I just end it like that? Hey, Red App, my bad. I can't really I'm not able to engage with you currently because I'm trying to figure some admin stuff out now. Thanks to this racist twat. Hey, it doesn't really tell me if it's sorted out. Wait, what did that say? What's the time? That was the 4th of April. Man, what a horrible person. Alright, anyways, right, we'll reboot it. Egregious behaviour. I don't think you guys could hear that on YouTube, thankfully. Now, why is YouTube doing that as well? It's like, what a horrible person. Do you see, like, see why people dislike religious people? Like, look at that. Anyways. So, I guess that kind of was to be expected. Like, the internet is just, ugh, it's disgusting. Alright, who gave me the ability to invent? I don't think it was anyone specific that gave me the ability to invent. I think the ability to invent is something that developed in humans over time. Right, let's do a test. Yo. You. Right now. Yeah. There we go. So we've got shared audio. Mute up. Yeah, that was like really, really disgusting behaviour, man. Ugh. Well, considering the things he was saying as well, I'm not surprised that he believes in God. Like, I don't know if you guys actually heard what he was saying, but that was quite egregious. You think it right, as you said, you're not sure what happened. Alright, so yeah, anyways, I'm not quite sure what the comments are talking about. That's just this crazy guy. Messed up the live stream. Disgraceful behaviour. No, I'm not on Twitch. I can see your chat. Well, it's saying there's no sound detected. Yo, this is like there's always something with this. I don't know why, but it's just constantly doing things it shouldn't do. Man, that's like if I was a younger person, man, it's like sometimes I think actually I have to be quite grateful of how far I've come as a person. It's, oh my god. It's like, yeah. Imagine existing like in the same vicinity as that kind of person. Crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, you could be crazy and have crazy ideas, but just like throwing out racial slurs like in such an explicit way, that's something different, you know. There's something going on culturally, psychologically, that's not right. Not right because I dislike it, as in it hurts my feelings. It's just not right as in terms of a display of just humanity, just attitude in general. That's not someone that's okay mentally. Yeah. So yeah, I don't believe in a higher power like that, Andre. I think the idea of a higher power is vague in itself. It's a big sword, bro. Yo. Man's drinking, you know. Get away from me. Get off. Get off. It's like man's telling me about the projects. I'm like, do you hear my accent? Like, you're just super disconnected from reality. Oh, why don't you come and talk to me, Timothy? As long as you're not like crazy, you're more than welcome to come and talk to me. If you think I like my voice too much. But I am talking to chat as well. What's up, Alicia? How you doing? Even if they did, what's my point, man? I think it's very important for us to establish whether gods actually exist or if they're just human inventions. Not too bad, thank you, not too bad. We just had someone come up on the live stream and just start throwing crazy racial slurs, like, in an insane way. Hello? Ironically, right, your avatar is Raven from Teen Titans and his name was Beast Boy. It's like giving the whole franchise a bad name. Are you speaking? Because I can't hear you. Hello? Oh, I think okay, it matters HR, right, because of how it affects society. If you was to say you built your whole worldview on a lie, I think that could have detrimental repercussions. It looks like you requested up, but it's spinning. Yeah, I don't know. After that last stream, I don't know whether I should just like close it and redo it. I think I better actually. Nah, let's give it a bit longer. Folks, if we could tap the like, hit the repost button, because now, like, if we weren't in trouble, we definitely would be now. Nah, Andre, I think that's nonsense. I think that's just like something that people repeat on the internet. Like, for instance, the like, to me, right, which is like also a standard dictionary definition, atheism is just a disbelief in God or gods. So the fact that you are not convinced in something doesn't really take faith, does it? So now, if you're saying, right, there is no God, there cannot be a God, there never will be a God in that kind of way, you could say, yeah, that's some kind of faith-based position in the fact that you're making a positive claim. Now, you could argue me saying humans invented God is a positive claim too, you know. But I think me saying humans invented God is what's called an explanatory claim. But it does account for the fact that gods wouldn't really exist in that way. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm quite happy, bro. I mean, I literally just had someone come up and like shout racial slurs at me, and I didn't respond at that level. So I think I do pretty well in terms of positive vibes, if I do say so myself. How miserable are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Join from my posts. Now, what is kind of annoying me is my congestion. It's disgusting, I'm sorry. I'm like maybe like a decade away from making old man noises. And making groans when I get out of my chair. Yeah, I don't go around messing with people's beliefs either, bro. Think about what's being said here. So maybe you should come up and talk to me about it, bro, because you seem to have an interesting view, at least on me. Oh, you're not able to. Seems you don't have the credentials or whatever it is on TikTok. God damn, got me out of here. Nah, you don't take faith in disbelief. It's literally doubt. It's like it would be the opposite of faith. It'd be doubt. Well, I don't know if doubt is a direct opposite of faith, but it's not faith in that way. So it's just like a... I don't want to be like discriminatory, but particularly Christians have this view of, you know, I believe in stuff, so you have to believe in stuff. So like they'll turn science into a belief system, like it's a religion, but it's not. Just like being an atheist isn't a belief system. It's a lack of belief. People just like aren't able to. I don't know. I don't know if it's like an equivocation fallacy or something like that, but it's not a good way to think about things because it don't work in that way. Oh, that's probably an interesting way to put it, Wes. But yeah, all I'm trying to say is he said the you know that old chestnut. He says it takes more faith. What did he say? He says it takes a lot of faith to not believe in God or something like that, which is really a silly saying. So that's kind of what I was trying to explain. He says it takes more faith believing that he doesn't exist. Right, so it's a silly statement. Like finding yourself being an atheist is finding yourself not believing in a God. So where is the faith in that? So why don't you come up and talk to me? Like there's a lot of keyboard warriors, as they say. But I would like to have a nice, polite conversation if you are willing and able. Whoop. How did I get hit still? Yeah, anyways. Yeah, it's that thing, Ozzy. I don't have enough faith to be an atheist. It's like, what kind of weird shit? It's like super projection. Like, projecting your problem onto me. Like, okay, I'll take it from your point of view, but you should know. I don't think it makes any sense. What's up, Maron? Yeah, I know. A lot of people believe in Santa Claus. I actually heard someone, maybe this morning, justifying it from the St. Nicholas point of view and not like the big red man. Oh my god, he just like me one shot. But hey, I would say like actually Santa Claus is way more probable than God. At least some of the God concepts that people believe in. Just like unicorns are more probable than God, and leprechauns are more probable than God, fairies are more probable than God, hobbits dwarfs more probable than God, dragons more probable than God. Even though they're all technically like mystical creatures, they have a higher probability of existing than most God concepts. I appreciate you, Charlie. Don't know if you guys can actually hear me. I can't hear anybody because there's no one to actually talk to. But yes, you can hit the request button to talk to me. I've gone through all the trouble of setting up TikTok in this way, that you can speak to me, call in. So hopefully people take advantage of it. Thank you for tapping that like. A tap and like and a reshare goes a long way, especially after what that last caller just did. That was egregious, man. What a terrible, like not to be like for like an emotional pill, right? Like a type of pathos type argument, if that's how you'd put it. The fact that people like that go around on the internet saying and doing those things while claiming to be a follower of God is what pushes a lot of people away from that kind of stuff. It's like, look at your behavior, look at the things you're saying and the things you're doing to people, yet you're trying to act like you're on the side of God. That's a very ill kind of view to me. It's Elden Ring, bro. Ozzy, just make an account real quick, bro. Well, actually, I don't know if it works that way. Well, I did try to figure out other ways for people to do call-ins. I made a Discord, but it's too long to manage and try to connect to the streams, so I abandoned it. Oh, this guy is so good at parrying. What the hell? He shouldn't even really be a problem. This is like the 5th playthrough. What? Oh, we both got crouched. No jokes. I mean, there might be a fun way to cheese him now that I think about it. Draw him out there and just like a... Well, jump back. Oh, there's no need. Yeah, I played Dark Souls 1. Only the remake though. Not played the OG. It's not a belief, bro. It's disbelief. It's like as I said, right, it's really like a Christian talking point to project their views onto other people. So like it's like equivocating in a way. It's like saying, no, I don't understand your position, so let me reduce your position to being the same as mine. No, that's a bad thing to do. It's not a good way of thinking. Say what? Pig Latin, what's the relevance of that? I would say that has more to do with leftist politic or like, you know, yeah, I would say that has a lot more to do with leftist politics than Christianity. In fact, historically, Christianity has been way more attuned with righty politics, meaning like capitalist types of views, conservative types of views, authoritarian types of views, fascistic types of views, feudalistic views. So historically, Christianity, or aka Bible believers, as you said it, have been more inclined to vote against the common well-being or the well-being of the common man and the common family and working people. It's kind of still like that today. So I don't know what you want to do with that information, but just think about how how Christian your boy Trump is. It's like, you know, Pete Hegseth's definitely Christian. I think, what was that other guy, that Valence guy, his vice president or whatever. He's definitely Christian. Look at their politic. So, I mean, I don't know how it goes for Elon Musk or Bezos or Bill Gates, but I have sneaky suspicions they may subscribe to those kinds of views. So yeah, I would say that's a bad argument. No, Elaine, I have no idea what that verse might say. So you may as well tell me what it says and what the relevance is to me. So I'm not going to go look up. Oh yeah, I've got the spiders nice. My favourite FromSoft game is probably this. It's like my 5th playthrough. The only reason I restarted it the other day is because I want to play the DLC from the beginning again, because I was just exploring and I messed it up. Why don't you come up, lovely? Come up and talk to me about it. Oh, there's the op. Yeah, I have played Sekiro. Sekiro's beating my ass. I'm still like trying to complete Sekiro after like years of having it and playing it on and off. Still can't complete it. I find it to be one of the harder ones. That and Bloodborne. I find them to be both one of the harder ones. It's like Dark Souls and Elden Ring are similar in terms of how you can approach the game. You can use so many different styles of customization to win fights. That makes it easy. But Sekiro and Bloodborne is just like, you better play it this way, or you can't play it at all. Now I'm just like suspicious of people coming up now. It's a shame. One person has to ruin it for everyone. How you doing, bro?
Yo, what you saying, bro?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm amazing.
That's very interesting take. How you doing, man? What do you want to talk about?
Humans invented God.
Yes. I can hear myself in your microphone.
Oh, damn, that ass. Alright, bro, every time you speak, I'll just mute.
Oh no,
But
you
anyway.
probably don't need to do that. Maybe it's like some kind of speaker situation or headphone maybe.
Nah, I don't even have my headphones on, bro.
You don't?
Nah.
Oh, okay, well, we should handle it.
But anyways, you think humans invented God or religion, bro?
I think they invented both. I think religion is like a subset of God beliefs.
But like God is only like people only talk about God because they know that they have a soul that's controlling their body. Like I
I
know
wouldn't
I'm
say
not
that's
the
true.
body. Like I obviously like very to me it's very clear that I'm not the body.
Why?
Because I can be whoever I want to be. I can be a rapper. I can be this. So it's not about the body. It's about the soul. Whatever I want to do, I can do.
All right, so
You know what I mean?
you're presupposing the soul, right? But just in the same way that people think God exists, you think a soul exists. But I think thinking a soul exists needs some justification too. So why should anyone think a soul exists? Better question is, what is a soul, and why should anyone think it
Yeah,
exists?
like consciousness, bro.
You
You know
think
what I mean? The
consciousness
soul,
is
the
a soul?
consciousness. It's the same thing, bro. Life, and whatever you call this, you're able to move your body. You get me? I can move my body. I can go right now if my soul decides it, but my soul never does decide. That's why I believe in God, bro. At
I
the
mean,
end of the day,
that's
I'm
a
a bot.
lot.
Everybody here is a bot. I'm
Nah.
like the Walking Dead.
Well, I mean, yeah, like if you're speaking metaphorically, of course, but I
Yeah,
think
metaphorically,
I think
definitely.
it would be very egotistic to think that in general. You know, like having a right. Yeah, we're subjective, having a subjective experience. But if we walk around thinking, "Oh, everyone's an NPC and I'm special somehow,"
Nah,
that
bro.
could be
Even me,
crazy.
bro, Ski. Nah. Even me, bro.
Yeah, fair
That's why
enough,
you
right?
gotta escape. That's why you
I
gotta reach
mean,
heaven, bro.
so based on like the take that you're giving me about God and the soul, I would say from my standards, yeah, that would make you a bot, like you know, because that's like a very a generic kind of way of thinking without really questioning why do I think those things, where did I get those things from in the first place?
Exactly. You always have to question why. And then when you question yourself why, like, let's say now you're playing the game, you keep asking yourself why, and the answer is gonna be, oh, I'm a bot. It's always
Nah,
gonna be that. It's
nah,
always
not
gonna be
necessarily,
that.
not
Listen, bro, be
necessarily,
real to yourself,
not
bro. Why are
necessarily,
you playing the game then?
because
Let's
I
get into
enjoy
it.
it,
Why do you enjoy it?
because I get psychological stimulation from it.
You're a bot. Like your
How?
body
How?
enjoys it. You don't
How?
actually enjoy it.
Right, I am my
Bro.
body. I am my body, though.
No, you're not,
You
bro.
think you're
Wake
not
your
your
ass up,
body.
broski. Wake
You
your ass
think
up.
you're not your body, but you're not giving a reason for anyone else to think that. Right?
Oh,
Alright, so let's say, because you're saying the soul is consciousness, right? You're like really just redefining consciousness. There's a view that consciousness just arises from matter because of how matter is configured.
yeah.
So
Everything is
really,
conscious.
not necessarily, right? This what you're talking about is not necessarily a scientific fact. It's like a philosophical view. You realize that, right?
Why does it have to be scientific, bro? Science is like a human creation, bro. But
Yes.
my brain is like a creation.
The language,
Creation. You know what I
the
mean? It's like
language
a
you're
creation
using,
creation.
the language you're using right now is a human invention as well. The technology
Yeah,
you're
that's what I'm
using to
saying.
communicate with
I'm
me
a bot
is,
for using this language,
bro,
bro.
you're a bot for
But what
believing
can
in
I
God.
do then?
What do you
Listen,
mean? You're a bot for believing in God.
listen, bro.
Like, what do you
Listen, no
mean?
matter what I do, I'm still stuck in the human body, bro. I need to
Yeah,
communicate.
right. But
No
you
matter
should,
what I can
but
do,
you
I'm still
should
stuck in
take
the human body.
I really do understand what you're saying, right? But I'm saying the fact that you are human, having a human experience, you should investigate reality. You shouldn't just take it for what someone tells you it is. You should investigate
Exactly,
it.
I agree with that. At the end of the day, I'm not religious. I just got faith, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I'm not a religious guy, bro.
we should investigate that. Why do you have faith? Where did you get the idea from?
In my higher self, I know I'm not the best version of myself. I know I still don't have freedom. I know I'm being controlled by my emotions, by my physical pleasures. I'm still being controlled by that.
Right. So
I know that.
is that a bad thing to have emotions?
No, to be controlled by your emotions is bad.
But
To have
you realize
is really
emotions.
good, actually. That's the whole point of life, is to go through emotions, bro.
You realize emotions are involuntary, though, right?
What do you mean? Like fear?
Yeah, fear is a good example. Yeah.
And how is it involuntary, bro?
So, like, emotions are like your biochemical reaction to stimulus, just like basically outside things happening to your body.
How comes this guy that I know is like fearless, and this other guy that I know, he shakes every time I speak to him?
Right. So I'll get to that. What you're talking about is psychological, right? That's like feelings. Feelings is how you frame the emotions, but the emotions out of your control. So say something. So say fear, right?
Yeah,
You could
I'm
actually
talking about feelings, though.
you could actually
control
break.
your feelings,
Nah,
and
but
then
you
can
you
control
could
your emotions.
you could actually break fear down into a chemical thing, right? it releases certain like chemicals in your body, just like love does as well. So, for instance, love releases more positive chemicals like serotonin, oxytocin, norepinephrine, adrenaline. Right? In the same way, fear can produce those chemicals in your body as well. But when you go into, it's like when you experience something that shakes you up, you're psychologically right. So the feeling of fear is out of your control. Where it comes into your control is now psychologically you go into fight, flight, or freeze. And what you're more inclined to do is what you've practiced in the scenario. So say the type of fear that you're about to experience is potentially someone doing violence to you. The more you've psychologically rehearsed that experience or seen it and been around it, you start shifting from I'm going to freeze into I'm probably going to fight or I'm going to fly. Right? But the less you've been around it, is more likely you're going to be into a freeze response to it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100% agree with that.
So yeah, like having emotions isn't a bad thing, but they're also completely out of your control. But yeah, I can't remember what the main point was though.
But my point is, it depends on how you're thinking. Let's say, all right, let's say somebody wants to violate you, right? You get me? You want to violate you, bro.
Yeah.
With violence, right? In front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You freeze and you ask yourself, why am I frozen? If you really ask yourself, why am I frozen? I'm frozen because I'm gonna get hurt. And then you realize, oh,
it's a response.
I have a chance of dying. That's the real fear. I have a chance of dying.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you have fear, is because you know that you have a chance that you can die in that moment.
Yeah, that's a part of it. That's a natural reaction.
That's the only part where it comes from.
No,
because
not necessarily.
You think you're gonna die. You're
Danger.
scared to die. If
Danger,
you're not scared
yeah.
to die, you wouldn't be scared.
No, so the maximum like outcome of danger is ceasing to exist, of course. But there's minor dangers that can induce fear as well. Put it this way, right? It could be something, for some people, for instance, they might be considered computer illiterate in some way, alright? So the idea of interacting with a computer induces real fear in them. Now they're not going to die, but their body interprets that experience as fear also, do you know? So like death is the maximal outcome of a kind of danger, do you know? But there are minor dangers too. Does that make sense?
But yeah, definitely. But I think the only way to break out of feeling this emotion of fear is to actually analyze yourself, basically meditate, bro. Analyze yourself.
I understand what you're saying. Don't get me wrong.
Why am I even scared of dying, bro?
Yeah, what you're saying is true,
ask
right?
yourself these questions, bro.
But
why am I even scared of dying?
But on the point of fact about fear, the fear itself isn't a bad thing. It's actually there to keep you alive, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
So like, there's I don't know if you like ever like been interested in boxing and that, but you must have heard of a guy called Mike Tyson. Right?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson had a trainer called Cus D'Amato, right? And one of the things that Cus D'Amato used to say to Mike Tyson is fear is like a fire, right? You can cook with it if you can control it, but if you lose control of it, it could burn the house down, right? So it itself isn't a bad thing. It's another one of those emotions that are there for you. Do you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. And how do you cook with it?
Control. To understand what it is.
How do you control it? Not be scared to die.
I mean,
if you're scared to die,
I think that's an extreme.
He wouldn't be able to control it. If Mike Tyson was afraid to die, he wouldn't be able to control it.
No, I think that would be foolish. That'd be foolish, bro.
Die, you ask yourself, why am I scared to die? You feel it, but you can control it.
No, but understand what I'm saying, right? Not being afraid to die is actually foolish. Now, deciding that I could die and still doing it anyway, that's a different thing, right? Now, think about what I'm saying. Knowing that there's a possibility that you could die while doing an action, right? And still deciding to do it is not foolish in a sense, depending on what you're going to do. But in general, not being scared to die is foolish because it would lead you to make stupid decisions. Right?
I agree.
The fear is there to keep you alive, right? Now, your fear may not always be telling you the right thing. Like I said, it could be a minor fear, like, I'm scared of learning this topic in education, right? But it's not going to kill me. Do you know?
Yeah,
So
no,
there's
I
levels.
agree.
There's levels to it. So if you just say, right, in general, like I'm just gonna not be scared to die, then all right, then just like a
The end of the day,
drive
if you're-
100
if
miles per
you're-
hour without a
yeah,
speed belt on
yeah.
and don't
Let's
steer,
take school
right?
for example.
Just
You're
do
scared
it,
of the
right?
test, right? Let's take school for example. What you just said, you're scared of the test, right?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Cool. You're scared to take your test. But like literally ask yourself, like, why am I scared to take the test? Oh,
Yeah.
because I haven't revised.
Yes. So
Like-
so there's information there. There's something to
Everything is
learn
your
from the
fault,
fear.
though.
There's
That's what
something
I'm
to
saying,
learn
everything
from
is
the
your
fear.
fault. Yeah, but everything is at the end of the day your fault.
Yes, but you say
Your
you
body has self-control,
yeah, exactly.
because
You
you're
said
a
it.
bot.
You said it from the point of view of being a bot. Now, if you're gonna accept being a bot, right, then I would say like maybe you should look into something like determinism, because yeah, from a point of view of determinism, yes, absolutely everything is out of your control anyway. So there really is nothing to worry about.
Yeah, but why would I be a bot when I can just find myself?
Like the view that you're holding of being a bot, right, whilst holding on to views of like spirituality, souls,
you
and
can find
gods.
yourself, bro. That's the whole point.
Yes,
You have
but
to
how?
remember who
But
you
how?
are.
How are
are the
you?
source.
How are you gonna find yourself by living through other people's concepts and ideas?
No,
if it's
you
not
find
one,
yourself.
if it's
I'm
not one you've generated.
Don't be religious.
No,
I'm not
no,
saying
no.
be
It's not just
bro.
religion. It's not just
Don't be
religion, right?
religious. I'm not saying
It's
be
not just religion,
I'm
right?
saying believe in the source, believe in God, but whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Who
believe
gave
in
you
it,
those
bro.
ideas? That's what I'm
Because
saying
that's
to you.
you.
That's
your
not
fucking
you.
self.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
you,
No,
bro.
that is someone else's
That's your
program.
source, bro.
That is someone else's program. That's what
Whose
I'm saying to you.
program?
Right, so to develop a god in the first place is done for needs, like human needs in general. Now, if you subscribe to someone else's program and you're not them and you're not from their environment and you don't experience their conditions, you're not going to have a good time using their program. Okay? It's not going to benefit you in the way it benefited them. That's what I'm saying to you. So you would be operating as a bot in that regard, because you're not actually thinking for yourself. You're just taking a pre-packaged view and running with it as an identity. That's what I'm saying to you.
Alright, you know what? Fairs. I can't lie, this was a good conversation. It was a good meditation, 5-minute meditation, you get me, bro.
I appreciate it. It's nice to
I
speak to you,
thought
bro.
about shit, you get me, you got my brain thinking, bro. Maybe.
Alright, bro. It's nice to speak to you.
Thinking too, bro.
Not really. It was interesting about the view of fear, though. I'll give you that. Right? But yeah, as I said, like we do walk around with these pre-packaged ideas that other people have just given to us without questioning them at all. And from my point of view, that would be the true botish behavior. Do you know? So, anyone else want to come up and have a chat? That was interesting, bro. Big up to Mr. Him. Let's get this boss out of the way if we can. We've got like one flask left, we're so dead. We're out here. For almost a year. Has it been almost a year? Man, you've been preying me hard, isn't it? Don't even have a username, but you've been watching me for a year. Like, damn, bro, you may as well just come and talk to me at this point. Like, low-key infatuated. It's like, what? You might as well just say hi, bro. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just say hi, man. Hey, yeah, Dropkick, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Like, we was actually did like a 5-hour stream earlier today. We talked to maybe about 4 or 5 different people. Conversations were interesting. So, why do you think I hate God, man? Explain it. I mean, the Bible is a compilation of stories that has been misconstrued over time. I mean, I think there's some truth to that. Genghis Khan. I think there's some truth to that. What has made me think to ask these questions, Darth Muff? What questions in particular? Right, like you mean around God or other things? Yeah, true drop. That's true. A lot of refinement. Again, I'm not the type of person that's actually lived an experience of just chatting to strangers anyway. So for me, this is all new. So I learn stuff about people and learn stuff about myself. So Switch Rally death is a conscious survival tactic. I can kind of see that view. Why do you think that though? So we got that. The game's Elden Ring. No. I don't think it was a who beyond the ice wall. Feel free to come up and talk to me about it though. What's the ice wall about? Is that like a flat Earth type of thing? Man said, "I'm not joining a live gang. You're just gonna sit back there and critique from your armchair, though. You punk. You punk." And I was joking. I do appreciate you watching, even if you don't like the topic for some strange reason. It's like hate watching, but we move, you know. Folks, if we could, please tap the like, hit that repost. What's up, Aston? I see you, bro. Jordan. Hello, bro. Can you hear me?
Yo, what's good?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. What about you?
Not too bad. What do you want to talk about?
No.
Yep.
What would you have to lose if you died and God was real?
Say again?
If you died
Mm-hmm.
and God happened to be real, what
Yeah.
would you lose?
I don't think I'd lose anything, because I'd still be dead, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but saying everything is resurrection.
Say that again, sorry?
Wait, one more.
Oh, bro dropped. I thought that was going to be an interesting conversation, I'm not going to lie. Oh yeah, no, that guy was going to be a troll. Hey, what's up, Blue? How you doing? Play some Bloodborne, maybe. Let's see if we can knock this boss out though, quickly. I need to grab a couple more runes so we can hurry up and get to the DLC. I said I just like Elden Ring, fair play. Yeah, back at it again so we can go and start the DLC for the first time. Yeah, I guess you'd be screwed if Odin's real. You don't take him seriously. But maybe Odin just doesn't care like that. Maybe he's not a spiteful type of god. He's just like, you didn't believe me? Totally chill. Maybe he's like some Adventure Time type episode. Who's to say? Corey, I think you're gonna troll, bro, because you was just saying that you like femboys, so I'm not gonna accept your request. That seems like a troll. It's your own fault. You should have commented that. I can't. I don't want to take that risk. What do you mean? Because of what? Is it? Were you saying because of the poor gameplay? Alright, where is this guy? What's up, good man? Yeah, I agree. This is, of the Souls game, I think this is the best one currently. I do like. I've only played the remake of 1 and 2. But no, sorry, of 1. But sometimes I do get nostalgic to play again. But this is like the best of all 3 of them. Seemed like a choice. He did, like, come on, man said some craziness. Do you mean someone who admits it? I mean, I think to me, it's obvious. I can't say I've always thought it was obvious, because it was never something that actually really considered like that. But at the point I am now, it's quite obvious that God's an invention. No, like, does that mean I rule out the possibility of supernatural things entirely? No, I don't. Does that mean I wouldn't be pleasantly surprised if a God existed? I would. I'd be pleasantly surprised, but I doubt it would be a god like the ones we've invented, though. So yeah, I knew he was gonna be a troll, man. Crazy ass. Andre, come over to TikTok, bro. You're saying a lot of stuff on the radar. I don't want to have to use Mimic. I appreciate you for the gifts, Snoop. Oop, no, I'm dead. Made by nothing. I think the game volume might be up as well. Can you guys hear the game on TikTok? I think all gods are made up, bro. I think all types of gods. Like, the ones that I won't even say plausible, right? But I would say people who approach gods from a philosophical point of view, they make the best arrangements of god concepts, because really what they're doing is embracing the fact that it's abstract, but they're, like, for instance, the guy we spoke to earlier on today, and he was like, oh, like, I just think God is consciousness, and consciousness is fundamental to reality. Really, he's like twisted the definition of God into just some abstract consciousness, but because he's done it in that kind of way, it makes it more interesting. You know? Whereas like a standard God is just like an anthropomorphic deity. And you can't create I can't create creator. No, I don't. What do you mean, do I follow the Big Bang? What does that mean? Do I believe the Big Bang? I think it's probably more likely than the creation story. You guys actually can hit the request button, you know. So now that I've gone through all this trouble to have TikTok as a call-in show, it makes doing the show how I used to do it harder, because I can't see all the chats in the same place. TikTok's such a jealous, spiteful app. It doesn't like to work with other apps. So, I think they did it on purpose to figure out. So, TikTok's like Apple. Probably, yeah. Well, really, truly, like all of them kind of tech companies, they want to keep you trapped in their ecosystems using just like their services, and if they can, squeeze you for a subscription in some kind of way.
My beloved, have no fear. I will hold thee. Patience. Ye will be countless born forever and ever.
Don Zoo. It's Sun Tzu, isn't it? Rockin'. I mean, I've got the Art of War book. I've got a special edition of it. But to be frank with you, the first time I actually read that book, I was like in high school. A bunch of it didn't make much sense to me. The last time I read it was a couple years ago. A lot of it still doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Send word far and wide.
Nah, I don't think humans caused the Big Bang. Unless there's like some kind of Rick and Morty thing happening.
Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon.
Which also isn't a rule out. But so like put it this way, right? When you open the Art of War, it'd be like a list of like 1, 2, 3, 4 things, and then you look at that section like, oh, this is interesting, and then you go to the next section and it's a list of like 1, 2, 3, 4 things, right? But really most of these things actually pertain to military type of strategy, not necessarily individual strategy. Like you can take some of these principles and apply them in like an individual kind of way, but I think the Art of War is overhyped in terms of like an individualistic approach, and some people might even argue from like a military point of view a lot of those tactics are bad militarily as well, but that's just an opinion. Okay, that's my opinion. A lot of people say the Book of Five Rings is a better type of book than Art of War for that kind of Eastern strategy. Nah, I've never read that before. What was it about? You could say that's kind of true, Rockin', actually, because the Bible was really carried by the Roman Empire. Like, Loki still carried it. There's some people say the Roman Empire never ended, it just became the Vatican. So, or it became Catholic Church. Corey, man, like, you're the only person requested that. I know you're a dubious fella. I don't want to hit that accept button. In some ways, Dot, I do think so in some ways. So yeah, like, I don't know a lot about Eastern philosophy. I could say at most I've only ever read one book, and technically it's not like an academic type of book. It's just like a book. It's called Seeing the Way. It's just literally a bunch of accounts from different monks, but they're more westernized monks than actually like legitimate. I mean, I say that respectfully. Like, I mean, who am I to say they're not legitimate? But they're not what you would expect. Put it that way. One thing I can say that I've listened to a lot, because I never actually read it myself, but I listened to it in audio form a lot, is 101 Zen koans. Those are good. Those are really good. Now, not all of them are great, but some of those like are really, really good. You can't handle the questions I'm going to ask. Yeah, probably, right? Consider what you said. Consider what you said in the chat. Ben is her. Request up, bro. We'll have a chat. Got congestion. I think partly a cold, partly hay fever. It's annoying me. I mean, just that means I can't really eat food properly. It's annoying. This time of year, the weather is nice, but the pollen is vicious. Well, I don't know the exact details on it, but I know there's a clear separation between the city of London and London itself. There is some interesting politics there as well, in the same way that Vatican City is its own kind of country as well, or its own nation. There is some weird history there. But I don't know a lot about it though. So you believe we come from monkeys? Crying emoji. Bro believes we come from nothing though. So it's a bit wild. I don't even know who that is, Corey. I've heard the name, but no idea who it actually is. Sis, come up. Not my actual sis, of course. It's someone called Sis. Or not. Oh, it is. Let's give this another shot. Oh yeah, I really do need to go blow my nose. And I have a problem with hay fever is you run through so much toilet tissue so quick as well. It's almost a waste of money. So, scam that keeps scamming. Like old school people used to have handkerchiefs. It's like, how can you consistently blow your nose to the same light? Surely that's like all hard and crusty at some point, isn't it? Like, get mods. I thought about that, but I think that comes with its own like kind of burden. Do you know? And then like if I was to get mods, then I create some like hierarchical system. It could be problematic as well. And then the other view is I don't trust anybody. So let the crazy be crazy. If they say anything too crazy, like obviously people should and can bring it to our attention. No, get rid of them. Yeah. No, Renana, she isn't difficult, but I'm crap. And I'm yapping. So, what was that? I think this view of consciousness being God is really just another God of the gaps type of maneuver from like religion's side of the aisle. Because before you had any notion of what consciousness was, I'm not saying consciousness hadn't been reviewed for like a very long time, but because consciousness is now something that's like a public talking point, more and more people who are like spiritually inclined or, you know, religious now try to pivot to it in sort of like a pop science type of view. It's like, oh, this is not, I'm not saying it's pseudoscience, but the way they approach it is like, oh yeah, it's the same thing people do with quantum mechanics. It's like, because this thing isn't fully demystified yet, the fact that there's some mystery there means I can shoehorn in my God concepts in it as well. That's kind of what people do, in my opinion. Hello?
Yo,
How you doing?
good you?
Not too bad.
Not really a debate, it's more like a question.
Cool.
So obviously atheists make the argument, who created God? Yeah, you agree that's a big argument you guys have.
I wouldn't say that, but I would accept what you're saying just in terms of to hear what the point is you're going to make.
I'm just trying to feel like I can't really wrap my head around the fact that Earth just Big Bang Theory 13.8 billion years ago. I just can't really get to grips with that either.
Okay, that's fair, but what does that lead you to though?
Pardon?
What does that lead you to though?
It just leads me to not being 100% sure. Like I couldn't bet on anything.
I'm
to be
kind
100%.
of in the same boat with you, bro. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were just fully atheist.
I mean, yeah, in terms of gods, yeah, sure. I would take that position of being atheist because I think humans invented gods. So I think gods are just abstract concepts. But me thinking humans invented gods still doesn't give me an explanation for how exactly the universe came about. I can only just point to science and say this is what more educated people than me on the topic are saying. But I don't know with any certainty.
But you could also say that scientists come up with a new theory and keep proving itself wrong. That's also a thing. They always prove themselves wrong.
I think that's a good thing. I think that's definitely a good thing. To say like you did some research today, right? And today it seems like based on the tools and the available resources you have, that your research is conclusive and you're correct about what you're saying. And let's say like 10 years later, someone comes along and reads your research and they spot out a flaw in your methodology. I was like, oh look, you didn't consider this data set here. Oh look, you was biased there, right? I think that's a good thing. I don't think that's a bad thing.
So do you have an explanation to how we got here?
No, I don't have a certain, like 100% personal kind of view. I would just say I defer to science. I like to say it like this, right? If I had to pick between the creationist myth of a god speaking things into existence versus the various different fields of science that build like this cohesive picture of how the world comes about naturally, I'd take the latter.
Are you scared of that?
Hey, am I scared of dying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I would be. I'd be a fool not to be.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but I am religious, but it's just sort of like really a lot of questions that will never be 100% answered. That's my issue.
well, yeah, but who are we to say? I mean, I think that's very a human thing anyway. Wanting these answers, but they're not like they're not promised to us in any way. Are they? Not guaranteed in any way.
Yeah, it is what it is. What game is this?
Zelda Ring.
Okay. Yeah, pretty cool. Thank you for the chat.
We hardly talked about anything, but I appreciate you, man. Interesting nonetheless.
I mean, if you got anything, you know,
What do you believe, and why do you believe it?
I mean, I was born into like Greek Orthodox Christian. I mean, I am Christian.
So you do currently believe in God?
I do, but obviously I have loads of questions, which is my point. But nothing fully convinces me.
So would you say you're more agnostic than theist?
More than
No,
any, yeah.
a theist.
More than any,
I mean, that's not a bad place to be. At least it seems like an honest place to be honest.
yeah. Like obviously it would be nice to know if there's a god or something waiting for you, but there's so many questions to be answered. And I think atheism doesn't also answer all those questions as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for atheism to answer that question because, like,
Yeah.
to me, the definition of atheism is just a disbelief in God or gods. So it
Do you
doesn't.
think? 'Cause a lot of people say atheism like doesn't disprove God.
Yeah, but like God is not something you set about disproving. Atheism is the disbelief in gods.
Yeah.
Until
yeah, true,
like
true.
theism proves gods exist, like gods exist, then like what point is there to try and disprove gods exist?
It's like, have you seen us Christian and Muslim creators?
So again,
Have you seen us Christian and Muslim creators like talking about?
I may have come past them at some point, but I don't really spend my time in those spaces.
If you ever see any of those videos, like what goes through your head?
Say what?
If you ever see any of those videos where they're talking about how God's real, what goes through your head?
In what way? It really depends on the context.
Let's say they're trying to explain. Let's just say they're explaining how he's real for whatever reason. Do you just think bullshit?
Yeah, for the most part. I don't think many people who are approaching God from a religious point of view have the best explanations for God, how he works and what he does. I think
Yeah,
people approaching God from like more philosophical views tend to have more interesting ideas.
So, do you believe in the Big Bang Theory?
I wouldn't say I believe in it, but like I said earlier on, if I had to choose between the creation of myth and the science, I'd take the science.
So you'd say that's the most valid like thing you've got right now.
Well, I mean, I personally don't care how or if the universe came to be. Right? I think we only end up talking about this because, like, people who believe in gods don't have like a specific, conclusive evidence for the god, so they look around and say, "Oh, everything is evidence for gods." So that's kind of my view. I don't care either way. I'm just kind of plopped here in the middle of this existing thing that's going on in the world.
Yeah, it is weird. Like when you look at it from the outside, it looks really creepy. Almost.
I guess, yeah. I guess.
It's like, what is everything?
Yeah, true. Yeah, that is one view. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say I believe in the Big Bang Theory. So I don't think it's one of those things that functions like that. Since it's supposedly a scientific theory, it's just something you can have knowledge about. You don't necessarily believe in.
But to be honest with you, I'm not sure how like they say energy can't be created or destroyed. How's energy a thing? How's it been created in the first place?
I know that's a good question, but what I would say is the people who thought up, well, not necessarily just the initial idea of the Big Bang Theory, but the people who work on it have taken the 3 laws of thermodynamics into consideration. So
Yeah.
they didn't
What
they
do
didn't
you
just
study?
ignore that. What do I study?
Or what do you do?
I play games.
Oh, what, you're a full-time dead?
Nah, I just messed about. But no, I don't like I
So
don't
you
study
never do
anything
it?
in the formal way. Yeah.
Where do you work?
Yeah, as if I'm gonna say that. Come on now.
No, not where. I mean like.
Yeah,
What
I mean,
sort
if you follow my TikTok, you could probably piece together a good picture of what I might be doing.
Oh right.
But yeah, it's best to like not explicitly say it like that. You know what people are like? Oh, he doesn't like the thing I like. Cancel him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind
Well,
of
to
way.
be fair, it's quite risky what you've got written there. Humans invented God.
I mean, I don't think it is. Yeah, you not liking it doesn't mean it's offensive though. You know. I think that's kind of one of those problems that we're living in through society as it is now. Like you
Wait,
should.
Chat, do you think? Sorry to interrupt you. Does everyone in the chat think God's real or not? Can everyone put say I think he's real?
Good luck
That's
getting the
what
chat to do that, bro. It's like being at a concert. Some might do
That's what I was
it.
thinking.
Some people might, but I don't know if everyone would do it.
What you guys are missing is. Yeah. You don't think he's real? Okay.
Yahweh is the God of the Bible, bro.
God is real. I am real. Okay. I am is real. I'm a
Very-
salad toss. What the hell? What is
Hey,
your chat?
I don't know. I'm not looking at it currently like that. Damn, I just lost the opportunity to beat her as well. Shh.
Do you like football?
Me, do I like football?
Yeah.
I haven't watched football since I was a little kid, man. Not to say I don't like football. It's just like I'm not really
Boxing?
in tune with it. I watch boxing every now and again. Yeah.
Who's your favourite fighter?
I don't have a favourite fighter, but I'd say my all-time favourites would probably be Mike Tyson,
Oh, I love that.
maybe
I've got to finish it with
yeah, maybe Mayweather, current era, Terence Crawford,
And
maybe.
sports. No,
Tank.
who is this Luger?
Say again.
Someone in your chat said they should
Ban sports. That's Lou. I mean, ban sports is an interesting take though for a few reasons. Like if you think about politics in sport, and you think about racism in sport, and you think about money in sport,
Yeah.
it's an interesting take, right? But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be pro banning sports myself. Maybe
Yeah,
banning some of the resources afforded to sports, but probably yeah. But why'd you ask anyways?
About what?
About sport?
Oh no, I was just wondering if what you're interested in.
Ah, fair play, bro.
Have you
Is,
got any other hot
are,
takes?
are you like filling out a Jehovah's Witness card on me?
No, honestly, I was just scrolling across the
like-
library as I could request to join.
I literally figured that out today. Well, I literally saw that today. Like, apparently Jehovah's Witnesses have like a little card where they write details about the people that they interact with, and they build like a little profile on them. It's like
Everyone,
it's kind of crazy. Say what?
I think everyone hates it.
No, I don't hate them. Don't say that.
Oh,
No, I don't hate them, bro.
they're annoying.
That's Trent. That's Trent. That's
You
Trent.
got any other hot takes? Whether it's still good or not.
I don't know. Not just like in my back pocket. Like, here's this crazy thing. I think, you know, like that.
Got whole of the favourite political party. Well, you're in England, right?
Yeah.
What political party would you vote for and why?
I'm not gonna say that.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, let's give someone an opportunity to come up if they do want to come up.
Cool.
But it was nice speaking to you, bro.
Nice speaking. Thank you for that. Have a good day.
Appreciate it, man. Take care. Ooh, what's up?
My beloved.
What up, broski?
How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. How are you?
Not too bad.
I just had a. I mean, I think I heard the last guy that you were talking to, but you said that you don't fully believe in God. You said you're like half on it, or
No, I didn't say that. I think it was him who was saying that he was like in an agnostic kind of situation. He's trying to figure it out.
okay. Where?
So I said
where do you sit on
that's
it?
not a bad place to be. Me personally, I think humans invented God, so by that standard, I don't believe in them.
Like meaning like the idea that back in the day, because humans couldn't cope with the idea of like spirituality and the way that the world worked, we invented religion because of it and made a god and made something to look to and had something to explain the weird goings on of the world.
I would say that's part of it, but I think everything you said happens in phases, not just like straight out of the gate, you know.
Yeah, I mean, religion definitely develops over time. I do think overall, though, it was used as like a coping mechanism just to help understand the world, because people didn't really know what to think, and the people who didn't fall into religion, who didn't know what to think, I think either got led into philosophy or they got just called insane because they didn't really know what they were talking about.
I mean, that being said, there is a view that so there's this guy called Robert Sapolsky, and he talks about the psychology of religion. There's a view that there was like a certain type of genetics selected for people that are like shamans and prophets and stuff like that. So they would be those crazies you're talking about.
Interesting.
Technically.
Like you said it's a certain genetic build?
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like they would have the certain coding to experience what we might today call schizophrenia or psychosis, or but how it would play out ancestrally, it would only ever be like 2 or 3 people within one like commune, and those people would become the shaman, the prophet, the religious leader of the group.
Because they have called visions.
Yeah, because they have a certain break with typical reality, or they interpret reality in a unique way.
Yeah. So what I'm curious about with your chat, man, is I see a lot of them saying that they're challenging your whole idea and being like, oh no, God invented humans.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess some of them just don't believe in the Big Bang Theory. And I don't really understand how people don't believe in the Big Bang Theory, because there's so much scientific evidence backing it up. Like, we have microwave background radiation coming from the Big Bang. We have evidence from back then that we can look at, and we can look at how long ago that we were at, what the temperature was back then, where it all started, where we see the most heavy elements, light elements, nitrogen, oxygen, where our system started. So I just understand people can argue that when we literally have evidence in the Big Bang that shows that it happened in the first place, and that's where everything started at. So I don't really understand how it could be argued there.
I think there's a couple of reasons why people, like, if I would like trying to steel man their kind of point of view, I think there's a couple of reasons. One is like the blatant reason, it's like a cognitive bias that they have already towards their God belief. the other is like the cultural use of the word theory, and that and where that puts people psychologically. They hear theory and they think, oh, if it's a theory, it's not a fact, it's an idea, you know. So that if it's an idea, then it's up for debate, even though I'm not in the field of the idea that's been developed. You know? I think that's where most people are with it. That's why
fair.
that's why they act that way.
I get seeing a theory and being like, oh, it can't be real, but then again, your whole idea of religion is faith. If you're gonna be weird about that, you're gonna be weird about faith too. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, but then that's what people are like.
it's crazy, dude. I don't know. Some people
Look, we're just up here critiquing you, just like you're not even requesting like. You see that? We're just like just talking about you like you're not in the room. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
But I'm joking.
Is this your, by the way, is this your first playthrough?
That's the 5th playthrough, ironically.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe it looking at it, but yeah.
Well, dude, I mean, for a second I was a little worried. I was like, oh, man.
It's the 5th playthrough. But I'm playing it a little bit different than how I played it before.
Okay. You play other games or no?
Yeah, I do, but like trying to play them on streams is very difficult. So
That's fair.
these types of
Right,
games
but-
I know them, so I can just like run about, mess about while talking.
Open world games are a lot easier to like find shit to do in.
Yeah, it's true. Because when you're playing a linear game, you've got to pay attention to the story more.
Yeah.
You can't really do that and chat to people.
Nah, that's some crazy stuff. Though. Well, I appreciate your time, gang. I'm pretty sure we agree on most of the stuff. So.
Yeah, probably, man.
Yeah,
It's nice
bro.
speaking to you, though.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you.
Take care, bro. Anyone else? Alright. Oh, yeah, there's somebody. My bad. What's up, Lazy? Oh, I gotta blow my nose.
Yo, is it okay if I'm a minor?
No, it's not, bro. Anyone else want to come up? Android's still going hammer that over there on the YouTube. It's come to TikTok, bro. Alright, so can you guys still hear the game sound on TikTok? Because I keep forgetting to mute it. Well, at least when people request up, it's getting in the way. I'll try it. Oh, so yeah, it's not too bad then. That's good. That's good. Right. Eventually, I think what's going to end up happening is I'm going to spam on Mimic and just go through the boss fight so we can get to the main place we want to go. I'm gonna go blow my nose quickly. You'll probably be able to hear it still. It's crazy. Oh, I can't pause. Damn it. Let me just hit the right thing. It's like yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna go to the toilet. It's just, you could just hear Pierce in the background. In the background. It's like there's that Foghorn Leghorn, you know, from Looney Tunes, the giant chicken. He's not chicken, but yeah, for the sake of it. He's like, you're pissing too loud, boy. Like that. It's funny. To me, anyways. Do you know, like, within like family units, that kind of shit actually can be like an irritation point to the point where it causes like real like family disruption. Just things like that. Like, maybe not even just on a familial level, just like on a relational level. It's like, why do you piss so loud? Like, it frustrates me kind of thing. Anyways. But yeah, anyone else? Shit. Hey, what's up, Russ? Imagine, like, penalizing someone because they piss loud. That's funny, man. It's like, just gonna piss aim at the bowl. It's kind of harsh. Alright, anyways. I do really need to blow my nose. I think we're just gonna have to let my character die. Let's keep going for a minute. And the toilet seat thing, right? As a man, I've never understood why that's such a big point of contention. It's like I say this respectfully, but I think like some women view it as like an assertion of dominance kind of thing. Like, why do you keep pulling up the toilet seat? It's like because it's easier. But it is. Did man create himself? No, I don't think he did. Like, I say that respectfully. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's no, like, in the same way, it's no big deal for the man to just put the toilet seat back down. It's also no big deal for a woman just to put the toilet seat back down as well. It's for both parties. It's easy, but I feel like it's more of a contest of ego type of thing. It's like, are you like, you're trying to mug me off with your manness, or like, you know, you trying to nitpick me with your womanness. You know, I know this is like a very bad conversation, but nothing's happening anyway. So. Yeah, some people take that like ultra serious. Like, they see it as like a personal attack, or like a psychological manipulation type of thing. I said like an assertion of dominance. That's true. That is a good point. That's a practical point to flush the toilet. But the reality is, right, you'd be having your toothbrush in your bathroom, but there's like poo particles everywhere. That's the actual reality. Like, me talking about going to the bathroom has now gone from like 30 people to 8 people. Good. That is reality for you, right? No one likes the truth. It's ugly. It's lonely. Right. Oh. This boss fight is annoying. I appreciate you, dude. Oh, nah, I'm gonna blow my nose, right? Be right back. You can hear me. Yeah, it's not that the mic is good, it's that TikTok does it. Like, TikTok has like some kind of AI enhancement in it. Like, over on YouTube they probably wouldn't have heard that, but TikTok does some weird stuff, man. I don't understand it. So I don't know how they do it. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna spam this boss. Just jump her, basically. Yeah, I find it is quite buggy as well. But again, it's partly my fault in terms of hardware, making sure everything runs smooth. If I was just to commit to TikTok exclusively, then I'd probably just operate from mobile like they want you to, and just it'd be easier. But I'm not doing that. Why should I? Why should I be exclusive to TikTok? How dare they? Why should I limit my options? TikTok's probably gonna algorithm's gonna hear that. Like, oh yeah, AI is all going mad as well. Let's stop slagging off TikTok on TikTok. Alright, what we got? We have had we did have like 5.5 hours of conversations this morning, so I guess it should be okay to just play games for a bit. Test. Yeah. I actually have been trying to play Dishonored, but it's like it's not that. It's quite a hard game to play. So I have two. It's quite a hard game to play for me. I'm not a big fan of sneaking around, and the little like parry thing annoys me as well. You like the games over the God debates anyway. You could have fooled me. Anytime I've ever seen you on TikTok is in a God debate chat, like. But I mean, I'll take it. So maybe what she's actually saying is you're shit at doing God debates. Just play the game. But I don't care. I'm joking. I really don't mind, though. It's new for me too, so maybe in time we'll figure both things out. Find a game that I could be great at and a way to be great at speaking to people. Or maybe we could do neither and still be happy. Fair play. I mean, I think I've got opinions. Unique opinions, maybe not, but I've got some. Red app is not moving currently though, so I might have glitched over there. Bro, I'm just gonna jump this boss, man. It's long. Oh, she was down that whole time. Yeah. She got me. I think, yeah, it's bank holiday, so it's actually okay. So it'll be... Do you like ever sometimes think, oh, you know what if I'm wrong about it being a bank holiday and I'm just like the only person who doesn't show up, and then you get in trouble? Yeah, it's a random thought. Like you'd be convinced that on your calendar it's a bank holiday. Yeah, it might be. If what I'm saying is true, that it is a bank holiday. Like if I find that it's not, then maybe not. But I do think it is a bank holiday. That's... What country are you even in, dude? Australia? Crazy. What's it like in how's life down under? Do you reckon? So I'm assuming you've been to the UK then, for sure. Wait, so why does Australia have a Labour Day then? I thought that was like an American thing. So what does Labour Day even, what is that? From Worcester, no. It's a random place. Well, I don't even know how to pronounce that properly. What, bro? It's just like hit me with the get info on UK elections, bro. We literally, like, we said nothing about any elections. We just literally mentioned a place in the UK. It's like, oh yeah, we said Labour Day as well. See what I mean about TikTok? It's always listening, bro. Where is this? Literally just mentioned the UK as like, oh yeah, get information about UK elections. What was political? Oh gosh. Nah, it's a warning. It's just like an AI summary is something you'll see on the mobile. You'll see the get information on UK elections when it thinks you'll talk about something political. Not like when people talk about like crypto and trading and stuff like that, and it'll give like a financial kind of warning thing as well. Give me Brits accents any day. Like I think other Australians would consider you a traitor for saying that. You're a traitor.
I will hold thee. Patience.
But yeah, I'm not gonna moan. I mean, like, you don't get much luxury for having an English accent in England, but apparently in other places in the world, there's some benefits of it. So I'm like, hey, maybe you should go elsewhere. It'd probably be better being black elsewhere as well. Being black and English elsewhere might even be a bonus. Like, you never know. You definitely don't get anything for it here. It's like, so there's no reward to that. Yes, we are jumping you. What do you mean? What? It's true, bro. What do you like? What do you get for that? You don't get anything for that. Alright. I'll stay on a little bit longer. It's actually probably for the best that there's not a lot of talking like that, because we end up being up here till like 12 o'clock again.
Where did he flee, my sweet? Ah, thou. Is it thy wish to be born anew? To become a sweeting? Reborn
Hold on, what?
of my beloved egg?
Man said mine is Brazilian. Jeez, man, it's in the chat stunting, you know?
More afeared.
Yeah, it is.
As a sweeting.
Get into a bad habit of staying up late. It's the last thing I need to do. So, since the boss is done, I think now is a good time to call it a day. So, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, as always. Big thank you, and I'll see you later. Where about in the UK are you? Right, do some investigation, you should be able to piece it together. But that being said, I will see you lot later.